Florida Suncoast, some of the most pristine beaches anywhere in the world. Great place to take a vacation and a terrific place to hold the Hidden Trails Sea-Doo Pro Watercross World Championships for a second straight year, and we are pleased to be back at Sugden Regional Park for a second straight year here on CBS Sports Network. Hello again, everybody. Dave Benz hanging out with Larry Rippenkroger and Mike Remar. And gentlemen, this is one of the best fields ever assembled for the World Championships.
A great field and a great venue to hold the championships. I can't wait to see the action.
Well, we saw these racers qualify yesterday, and now we're back today for the main events, Dave.
And here's a look at how they will line up for our first race of the day. Pro-Am Runabout box stock, 7 racers to determine a world champion. Jeff Dykowski on the pole, but look out for Tim Ducat.
Yeah, you know, Dave, I talked to Tim Ducat earlier in the pits. He's had stitches in his tongue and had his chin stitched up twice already this year. Says he's not going to do that, but he's looking to give Dykowski a run for his money.
And Larry, you got a dark horse candidate in this field?
You know, Eric Francis has been looking strong. If he can get it together and get a good start, I think he can be a real player.
They are going to go on and drop the flag. They are underway. Jeff Dykowski off the pole position and comes away with the jet lift hole shot.
So Dykowski pulling that hole shot on the inside split section. We'll see who that is coming off of the outside split section as well. I think it's 149, Tim Ducat, as they come down the front straightaway. Ducat motoring on the outside, but Dykowski takes his line away as they work to the right side of the course and the chicane.
So it's Dykowski in first, then Ducat right now in second.
Looks like boat number 37, Eric Francis on the Kawasaki, out there currently running in that third position. Now, they worked their way through the right side of the course, which is called the chicane. They worked their way down around 2 docks and down the back straightaway. Jeff Dykowski already picked himself up a couple of amateur world championships here in Naples, Florida. He's looking to pick one up now in Pro-Am Runabout box stock.
Yeah, Dykowski, as you mentioned, a 2-time world champ. Ducat is a 2015 world champion as well. So some pretty impressive credentials. Let's take a look back at the hole shot here, fellas, and tell me what you saw.
Well, you look at the line there as Ducat jumps off the line real well, but so does Dykowski. So they started on different split sections. Dykowski on the inside split, Ducat on the outside split, and as they came to the merge, Dykowski took away Ducat's line.
And there is a look right now at Jeff Dykowski with the lead out of Rydell, Georgia. He's been racing for 15 years.
Ducat on the 149 boat, still back there in that second position, but here comes Eric Francis. Now, Eric Francis, a Kawasaki factory pilot, coming down that back straightaway on the black machine, looking to close the gap. Your first 2 machines go to the outside split section. Eric Francis going to go to the inside and see if he can get fresh water.
And the fresh water is so key to be able to try and make up some ground, because if you're just taking in air on your intake, it's really not going to power your boat very well.
That's right. It's about the only strategy when you get into that split. If you've got a couple riders in front of you, the water's choppy, you've got to try the other side. Even if you prefer the other lane, that's your only chance to make up some ground.
And guys, we had the national championships up in Charleston, West Virginia a couple of weeks ago. That was on a river. Here in Naples, you're on a lake. How does that change things versus what we saw with the national championships now for the world championships?
Well, a lot of times flat water is flat water. It's quite a bit different than racing on the ocean, but with rivers, you'll sometimes have currents, and so the current can sometimes play a part in the race. Here you have no current, but you do have very warm water, hot temperatures, high humidity here in Naples, Florida.
And Ducat has elected to take the inside split this time, so let's have a look and see if he can gain on our leader.
Well, Ducat working that inside split. Dykowski on the 8 machine coming off the outside split. Looks like that gap going to remain about constant as Eric Francis on the 37 machine down the front straightaway.
Don't go anywhere. More to come from Naples, Florida after this time out on CBS Sports Network.